Hello everyone, thank you so much for click on this video. My name is V and I would like to share about my experience on daily tasks as a cloud engineer, focusing on Microsoft Azure Cloud, but this can be also works for any other cloud providers such as AWS, GCP, or a private cloud. Uh, I'm working as a cloud engineer back on 2022, and I have a video about how I transitioned my career from accounting to cloud engineer. I also have a video about the example of interview question for a junior cloud engineer. So if you want to change your career to a cloud engineer, please click on one or two of my videos. I will leave the link on the description box for you. Okay, so without any further ado, let's talk about the daily task number one. Daily task number one is stand-up call. It's daily every morning with a team members and the project manager or a team lead. On this call, we are talking about ongoing projects, the new projects, new deployment, sharing our knowledge, raising any problems or blockers that we're facing on our daily tasks. Task number two is checking a new ticket that's assigned to me on a Jira ticketing platform. It can be different from one company to another, but when I was a cloud engineer, they use a Jira. So this is really good skill that you need to have as a cloud engineer. Is a ticketing system. Other than checking the new ticket, I also checking the new tasks that assigned to me on Azure DevOps boards. Usually this task is a difference compared to the ticket. It can be deployment, it can be some decommission, or it can be some planning a strategy for the future deployment. So it's totally depends on the company if they use one board as a ticketing and the task, but in my case they use two different boards, which is Jira and Azure DevOps. Task number three is monitoring the alert. It can be the memory usage alert, security alert, virtual machine status alert, or it can be any alert. We check it every morning, make sure that there is no important alert or there is no security breach. If there is any alerts that require more investigation, so we usually raise it to the team lead or the project managers or to our seniors engineer. Task number four is the operating system patching. This is not a daily task. Usually it's more like into the monthly, or it depends on the new version coming for the operating system. It's very essential that all the virtual machine is being patched to the newest version because of the security reason. Task number five is documentation of any deployment, changing, and decommission or deletion on the Azure environment. This is very important for the team to documentation all the activity on the cloud environment, because this can be very essential if something happens, something bad happened. Let's say that we had breach and we need to redeploy the virtual machine, and it's really good when we have a documentation. We can just follow the step by step on the documentation, and also this documentation needs to store in the secure place. That's why that usually they store it on, it can be on Azure DevOps board, or it can be on GitHub, or it can be on like a SharePoint online, and make sure that it has also a backup just in case you lost it and it can be disaster. Okay, so that is the fifth task. I also have like a one bonus task. It's not a task, it's more like a nice gesture. On the quiet days, I usually ask my team members if they need any helps with their tasks. It's really good when we're helping our colleague with their task because we can learn new skills. Okay, so we are on the end of this video. I would like to share you about the 3 skills that it's very important to have as a cloud engineer. It's not a technical skill, it's more like a soft skill. Number 1 is communication. We really need to have a good communication among our teams and also to the client or the customer. Make sure that we are understand about the problems or what we want to tell them. And also we also need to have a good skill of communication to talk about the technical problem to the non technical people. So make it simple, easy to understand for non-technical people to get what we want to say. It's really important. Number 2 is teamwork. As a cloud engineer, we usually work in the team. It can be a small team, it can be a big deployment team, it can be a big monitoring team, but teamwork is really important here. If you have any blocker, raise it up to your manager or to your senior. If you need any help, don't be scared to ask help from your team member, and also offer help as well to other team member, which is it can be it's very nice to have in the team if we have a really good team work and collaboration there. And the last skill is documentation. I know documentation is boring. You have to write the Microsoft Word documents, or it can be a PowerPoint, or it can be anything, but documentation is a very important. If you're not sure about how to write the documentation, ask to your project manager or to your senior engineer, ask if they already have the documentation. Usually we just need to follow the template of the documentation they have. And if you think that this documentation can be improved and can be delivered better, don't be scared to talk about it to your senior or your project manager. They will be really happy if you are contribute to the documentation. So that's all the daily tasks and also the 3 essential skills based on my personal experience. Take this as the reference, and if you have any question, please leave on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching video. Until the end, I will see you on another one. Thank you everybody, and bye.